Welcome back, everybody. You are watching Indiethon Summer 2023. It is I, your friendly neighborhood Murph, back and ready to host some amazing speedruns. You've been probably watching for a while, but just as a reminder, Indiethon Summer 2023 is raising money for the Samaritans, who are a UK-based suicide prevention charity with a free-to-call helpline for those in crisis. They deal with 10,000 calls a day, and every call they answer could change a life forever. And with that, let's throw over to Xoneris for some Haiku the Robot.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that introduction. Hey everybody, it's your boy Xoneris here with Haiku the Robot. The second pixel art Metroidvania right after Lone Fungus that you saw as last run. Yeah, I learned this game very recently, so I'm by no stretch of the imagination a top runner of this game. So if I'm doing some weird, slow, old strats, that's just gonna happen, I guess. So yeah, let's get right into it. The beginning of this game, or like the timer starts when you get to move Haiku. It's a bit weird. There's like this very cool, when you time, there's like an auto timer, auto splitter, which starts for you, so you don't have to bother. So doing a perfect 3-to-1 is gonna be interesting, but we'll figure it out. So this is a very short run, and there will be a lot of cool things you get to see. And yeah, we'll see what happens, how it goes. So timer should start in like 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. Like I said, it's a bit hard. Okay, so we're gonna start off instantly by doing something a bit out of the ordinary. I am gonna get myself killed by this friendly tire, I guess, is it? And this is gonna be like the main quote-unquote glitch of the game. It's not really a glitch. But we'll be doing a lot of death warping. Because when you die, you just go back the last time you died. And we'll be using that to traverse huge parts of this game in a very fast amount of time. No, wait, this way. All the time. So. Alright, so a few things that is important. At the very top, you see a gouge that is filling up. I begin the game with a slide ability, and every time I do that, and other abilities that slowly fill up this bar. If it reaches max, you are overheated, and you need to go onto a little bit of a cooldown. And yeah, so we'll try to manage the overheating a tiny bit. And this is the first boss of the game. And I'm only at half HP, so hopefully not dying to this guy. So let me focus a bit here. Okay, second phase. Right, so far so good. Should be only a couple of hits left. Come on. There we go. He even hit me when he died. Interesting. Alright, and now we defeated the first boss, and we're about to get our first upgrade. A few fun things. I'm playing this game on a specific speedrun patch, which you can enable via the Steam, via Steam with like betas. So there's a few tiny cool things that are specific to the speedrun patch. For example, certain rooms will reset your overheat gouge when you like enter them, which normally is not the case. And there's also one boss that is operating in an earlier patch version, because in the earlier patch it was way easier. Other than that, there are not all too many differences from the main game, which is pretty cool. I just picked up the Infinity Edge, which I think the best comparison are like charms in Hollow Knight, just some equipables you can get. You can equip those at save stations. I will be collecting exactly 2, and they're kind of useful. So the first one right there is the Infinity Edge. I think that gives, like, if I remember correctly, it's like 10% chance to do a critical strike. But I think the math of that works a bit differently than it is worded. Don't remember the exact details. And the second one, we'll get to it when we'll get to it. So currently I'm just making my way to the next save station, which I'll be abusing heavily. Also, every now and then I might do a quick heal just out of safety, because the speedrun is so heavily reliant on death warping. Every
Thank you for your patience, everyone. We are back with xoneris, ready to pick up the run.
Yes.
xoneris, take it away.
Not sure if the timer was paused or anything. I guess we can just go again from like 3, 2, 1, go. Now obviously I just lost a few minutes, but it's fine. Yeah, sorry for that. Tiny technical difficulties. As it happens during speedrun marathons, you know, nothing unexpected. But yeah, that happens sometimes. Okay, let's try again. So yeah, where did we stop? I think up until this point I explained most of the important things. This enemy is very inconveniently placed, but oh well. So yeah, I am currently making my way to the next save point. As I mentioned, there will be a lot of death warping, and the next save point I'm going to is like the holy grail of save points. I'll be death warping to that specific save point 5 times or so. And from there, the fun can begin. So as soon as I reach the next save point, I'm gonna do, quote-unquote, one of the biggest glitches of the game, where I will be skipping an entire boss. And the way I'm gonna do that, there are various like environmental hazards that when you step into them, you lose 1 life. You get a few invincibility frames. And yeah. Now the cool thing about these invincibility frames is they stack up. So right here, for example, quickly waiting for that laser. There we go. That was too early. It's gonna be fine. So here, for example, every time I jump into like this electrified wall, I'm stacking up some invincibility frames. Now obviously this is not gonna be enough because the first damage hit I took was outside. For example, right there you saw I was able to fly through the laser without taking damage from it because I'm currently in invincibility frames. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm stacking up all these invincibility frames, and you can see here, for example, I'm walking through all of these enemies without taking any damage. And you cannot trigger boss fights in invincibility frames. For example, this is a boss arena, and there we go. Because we're invincibility frames, the boss never triggers, and that way we just skipped an entire boss. That boss in particular was kind of annoying, so I'm very glad that we can skip that one. So yeah, and we'll be abusing these like invincibility tricks. Whoops, that was not intended. These invincibility frame tricks a bit later on, again, to a lesser degree, but still. Which is pretty cool. And now we are gonna do a bit of exploring, so to say. Mostly just some traversal to quote-unquote the next boss. One noteworthy thing that we're gonna do is in this new area we're in right now. This is like it's not a factory, but it's like you can see there's like a lot of mechanical things going on in the background, which are all not running. So we are going towards sort of the thing that controls all of it and start it up. And from there on out, we're gonna continue. So I'll be there in just a second. And I need to pay one of my resources to repair it here, this giant clock. This also brings me up to a good point. So how healing works in this game. In the top right corner, you see I'm currently having 39 of something. Ah, damn. Should heal right now. And you can see right now this resource is also the resource I use to heal myself. So I should always try to keep a tiny bit of stack of that in case I take some unexpected damage. And for example, because we activated the clock, we can take this elevator. And now with this elevator, we can take this somewhat secret passage right here and go to the next area. So in this shaft, let's say I'm collecting this thing right there. Oh wow, that was rude. These are just a collectible, and I'm gonna be collecting 2 of those exactly. These 2 are... there we go. I'm gonna collect exactly 2 of these because there is an NPC that will reward you 100 of like the scrap metal things. That is like currency for each one that you collect. And there is a point in the game where I'm kind of required to have exactly 200. And by getting these 200, I'm just picking up 2 of these, and that should give me the sufficient money. And yeah, for the next little bit, I'll be just traversing some areas. There's not all too much interesting going on, so if the lovely host has something to say, this is a good moment.
Absolutely. We have to once again thank our longtime sponsor, Team 17, who have supported every marathon that we have done. For this event, they have given us 19, yes, that is 19 games in 4 different packs to give away to lucky donors. For more information on which games are in each of those packs, type in !prizes and follow the link in chat. Additionally, what are you donating for? You are donating to support the Samaritans. But do you want to support in ways other than financially? Well, the Samaritans are always on the lookout for new volunteers, whether it's listening volunteers to answer the calls, to helping with fundraising events that they organise, such as the London Marathon. They have a role for everyone who wants to help. More information is available on their website, www.samaritans.org.
Awesome. Perfect timing, because I'm almost at the next boss, and the next boss is the easiest boss of the entire run. This is the boss that I mentioned earlier with the patch. On the specific speedrun patch, this boss does a lot less things. And this is the easiest boss, because you can just, for the entire boss fight, just pogo off of him. And pretty much the entire boss fight, I will be just doing this. Now he does... okay. He does this one attack where he goes up to the ceiling, which he does exactly once, and the rest I can just do some pogoing. So after we defeat this guy, I'm gonna collect the next ability, and after collecting the next ability, I will be doing another death warp to get back to our lovely, trusty save point. So next up, we get the body modifier, which allows us to transform into a ball. Other people would just call it the morph ball, but you know, can't call it like that probably because copyright reasons. So I'm repeatedly jumping into this chainsaw here to kill myself. There we go. And death warp. And now we're back here. Very convenient. Right. So, and now we are going to go to this one NPC that will give us 200 of the resource. This guy here. Every time you collect one of these thingies, he will reward you. There we go. We got 200. And we'll be using those 200 scrap metal things. I actually forgot what they're officially called. And buy a mandatory upgrade for the run, which is very close as well. Now with the morph ball, we can go in here. There we go. These 2 guys here, you can each, like you can buy 2 suit upgrades kind of for 200 each. One that makes you like fire resistant and one that makes you like water resistant. Technically the one that grants water resistance is mandatory for the game, but for the speedrun we found out some tricks that makes the the water resistant upgrade not necessary, so we'll be not needing that one. But the fire resistant one is kind of mandatory. Yeah, so we got that. Now we're gonna quickly go over to this thing, which I think, according to the code of the game, is a boss, but it doesn't really do anything. So I'm not sure. It does drop something kind of important though. The Bullblet, which is sort of a light source thingy. And here we're gonna do another Death Warp. And now with our light source, we are going this way. There again, you saw me roll through the enemies because I still had some invincibility frames. Okay, that is potentially a bit scary here because these two hits I took were not really... Let's take this a bit slow. So this here, for example, is a heated area. You can see my overheat is instantly at max, and if I would not have gotten the 200 upgrade for fire resistant, I would be taking continuous damage in this area. But we don't have to worry about that. The only thing we kind of have to worry about is that we cannot use some of our abilities right now because we're constantly overheated. So for example, we can't use the dash right now, which is kind of unfortunate. Which I think is the only ability currently that would consume that. There we go. And we're out of it. There we go. That was not too bad considering I started with half HP. Now we're taking this elevator, and here you can see like this tiny... It looks a little bit like Navi, but it's like a light source. I'm actually not fully aware what would happen if you would not have this thing right now. I think you wouldn't see anything, and I'm not sure if... you would actually take damage here or not. That I actually don't know. But you saw I picked up another tiny charm here, which is the gyro accelerator, which allows me to roll faster. And I'm once again a bit low on health, so make sure to do a quick heal so I don't die. Dying right here would be very costly time-wise, so let's just make sure to not die. That'd be great. Oh wow. There we go. Let's focus real quick. There's some... Okay. Okay. I know there's one more somewhere. Where is he? Okay, there we go. I'm running out of scrap metals to heal myself, so let's be a bit careful here. And shwoop, and shwoop. And we're almost at the next upgrade we gonna need. Next mandatory upgrade, which is probably my second favorite upgrade. Here we go. There we go. We got the Space Disruptor. What the Space Disruptor does is basically turn our like dash into like a teleport, which allows us to go through walls. And now here we're gonna do another Death Warp by rolling into this like environmental hazard, and once again we're storing up some invincibility frames, which we are gonna use in just a second here. Right here. There we go. We just dashed through some stuff. There's like a hidden wall which you couldn't see, but I was able to dash through it because of the invincibility frames. And we got our next upgrade, the Power Bomb. And as you can see, I still have some of these invincibility frames because I can just roll through these like things here. Not right here though, but that's fine. There we just used our new ability, the bomb. Let's actually get some money here in case I need some healing. There we go. Alright, we're making our way to our next boss. And this is one of the 3 major bosses you need to defeat in order to beat the game. So this is the first one. I'd say this is the easiest one. There shouldn't be all too much that should go wrong right here. So just making sure to not get hit all too much. With our new space disruptor, we can dash through this laser. Okay. Okay, second phase. So good. So far, so good. Unintentional good dodge right there. So far, I didn't get hit a single... Okay, there he's dead. Now we're setting up another death warp. Yeah, this is not gonna work out, unfortunately. Why am I not taking damage here? There we go. Ah, damn it. Yep, this entire thing you see right here, I could skip this by dying at a very specific moment by jumping into like the electrified thingies on the very top. That was a tiny bit too slow. Oh well. And another death warp, there we go. So this is the last time we death warp to that specific save. Now we're gonna make our way to another save point, which we're gonna do... Ow. Where we're gonna do one... Oh, come on, man. Really? Wait, that was... This is probably my least favorite enemy in the game. Okay. This thing right here is a bit unpredictable. There you go. Okay, let's heal real quick. Wow, that was unfortunate. Alright, I don't have all too much, so let's just try to avoid them. Oh, wait, I just remembered I forgot something. I forgot the probably coolest upgrade of the game. Damn it. Which is right here. Damn it. Let's kill... Damn it. Ah! Okay. Let's go again. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. That's just a rewind time. Okay, we're now getting an item that should be just around the corner, trying to evade these guys by abusing the newest ability we got, the... There we go. When we're in ball mode and we use... Oh, come on, really? Ah! This is going a bit suboptimal here. If you use the bomb twice, you're overheating, and now I need to wait a tiny bit. There we go. With the bomb, when you're in ball form in mid-air, you can... Like, it gives you some like a kind of a double jump mid-air. And now we got String and Hook, which is the best ability in the game, if you ask me. Which is like this super long dash. It's super convenient. Feels very awesome to use. Okay, now we can go this way. And make our way to the next save point. Oops. Which should be just around a corner. One more screen, or two more screens technically, and we should be at the next save point. Let's try to avoid all of these guys. There we go, perfect. So this right here is where the final boss of the game will happen, and as you can see in the background, you need to defeat the 3 mandatory bosses, so they open that gate there for you. And we're now gonna make our way to the other 2 bosses that we are gonna need to open that door. So yeah, here we are now in the bunker. This is where one of the 3 bosses resides. This is sort of a late game area. I think this is like technically the last area of the game. If like sort of, kind of. It's not very specific which areas you do in which order. There's multiple ways you can do things. And basically in this area we're just abusing all of our abilities that we currently have. Here's another tiny glitch. This door here, for example. Come on. There we go. You're not supposed to dash through those. But I just did. I also used the grappling hook one too many times. Now I quickly need to wait for the overheating again. There we go. Alright, cool. We're already at the next boss. Like I said, the entire speedrun is basically just go to the places where you need to go, then you instantly die, get teleported to the most convenient save, and then you just continue from there. Alright, this is the second one of these like 3 creator bosses. I feel like this one is definitely the hardest, so there might be a tiny chance I die to this guy, which should be very unfortunate. So let's hope that is not gonna happen. So let me try to focus with this guy. And there's a lot of things that you need to avoid in this fight. This is probably the best attack when he does this laser. You can get a lot of hits in right there. Okay, second phase. Here he's gonna do like a super mega attack, which you can avoid if you do enough damage quick enough. But I never got good enough to do that. Here, for example, he's gonna do it right now. Whoops. Oh, I'm at 1 HP, I should be a bit careful. He should be very close to dying though. So let's take this extra careful. What? Oh wow, that hit me. Damn, that's unfortunate. Damn it! Ah, unfortunate. Yeah, this is exactly why dying out of order is very suboptimal in the speedrun. Every time you die out of order, you lose a couple of minutes. Man, that was really unfortunate. God damn it. Yeah, I guess time to go back to the boss. So it's gonna take a moment, so if the host has a few things to say, this would be another good moment while I run back to the boss.
I mean, all things considered, this is going a lot smoother than my casual run of this game. It's an absolute blast watching you just speed through, getting through areas by the skin of your teeth. I'm definitely going to have to dust this one off and have a go at the speed run myself, I think. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah,
I can imagine it's a lot of fun to do as well.
It is. Like I mentioned, I learned this game very recently, and this is actually a speedrun that is not all too difficult to learn. On like a scale from 1 to 10, I'd give this speedrun like maybe a 3 or so on the difficulty of learning. Obviously, there's quite a difficulty curve on getting good. But the initial learning curve to just learning the speedrun, in my opinion, was pretty simple. It's definitely one of the easier games to pick up. Alright, let's try again at this boss. Also, if you just saw a cat on the webcam, don't worry about it. He's a cat. Hope you all enjoy some cat. He was just quickly here to say hello to the audience. To all the Indiethon fans. Yeah, this boss fight should be the last sort of like hurdle of the run. After I defeat this guy, it should be smooth sailing till the final boss, hopefully. Okay, it's already going a lot better. Here we go. Charging his mega attack again, but this time I actually have 3 HP instead of 1, so I'm pretty sure we should be able to win this fight now. This guy should be almost dead. Okay, after this... There we go. This is the only one out of the 3 creator bosses where you cannot skip by doing a death warp. So here we just have to wait for his death animation. And the quick dialogue here. And this animation, how we absorb like their energy. Which we then gonna need to defeat the final boss. Alright, cool. And now we are just gonna go to the final boss. Or not the final boss, the final of the 3 creators. Here we're gonna do... There we go. If I didn't just mention there was a tiny trick there, you probably wouldn't seen. There's a tiny trick you can do to get a bit more jump height. Not really worth explaining it. You do it exactly once in the run. Now I'm gonna do something kind of dangerous. This is one part where having the waterproof suit would be very helpful, but we don't, so let's hope this goes swimmingly. I have to traverse 3 screens where I'm taking... Oh god, this is not good. Should be fine, hopefully. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. There we go. You see I was full HP and I took 3 hits, but we got through it, so it's fine. Just do a quick heal right here and we should be good. There we go. Alright, yeah, now we're back in this factory here. We were here before. We're just gonna quickly traverse here to get to the next area, which is gonna be another heated area. Perfect. There we go. Alright, yeah, we're in the furnace. This is where the last of the 3 creator bosses is stationed. So just a bunch more screens until we get to the boss. Just trying to avoid any damage if possible. Quickly waiting here and shoomp. Climbing up here. I could have jumped there, but better safe than sorry. There we go. There we go. And we're almost at the boss. There we go. So this is the second one, or the last of the 3 creators. In my opinion, this is definitely... I would even argue this is the easiest out of all of them. Because he has some very predictable moves. And position-wise, he is stationed in a way where I can stand on the ground and hit him. I don't have to jump up. And most of his attacks are very easy to punish him with more damage. For example, this here, when he just spits out some lava. As you can see, we're already second phase here. Okay, that... What? How was I supposed to even dodge that? Okay, now he's gonna do this attack, which looks super scary, but if you stand at this specific spot, you should never get hit ever, and there he goes, he's dead. Now let's try to, at least for this one, try to make the death warp happen correctly. There we go. Hopefully that should have worked. I was a tiny bit too late. Got stuck in an animation right there, so quickly had to reload the save, but still worked. Alright, and those are all of those. So you can see in the background now, they are opening the store. And yeah, we're at the final boss now. As soon as the final boss is defeated, timer will stop shortly right after that. So Unless I die to this boss now. Timer should stop in like a minute or so. So let's see. Let's try to not die to this guy, that'd be great. Okay, my jump input somehow... Okay, so far so good. Okay, come on. Damn it. No! Unlucky. Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, I missed a few hits, unfortunately. If you hit him fast enough in enough time, when he transitions into his third phase, you can like kill him before he fully reaches the third phase. Unfortunately, didn't quite manage to do that because I missed a few hits. Oh well. This is definitely, in my opinion, the hardest boss of the speedrun. This is consistently the boss that I die most to. Okay, second phase. Okay, here's the transition to third phase. Damn it. There we go. Alright, time's coming up in just a few seconds when the screen fades to black. There we go. And drum roll. Time! There we go.
GG, congratulations.
Yeah, there were a few hiccups. Like I said, I'm still very new to the speedrun. Learned this like, I don't know, 2 months ago or so maybe. But yeah, it's a very fun speedrun. It's a very, very awesome game in general. Funnily enough, it also got a free DLC like a month or so ago, which added a few bosses, a few content and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Jordan Morris, the creator of this game, he's also very supportive of the speedrun community, so much so that he made this entire speedrun patch for the game. Super cool. And yeah, that's kind of everything from me. Thanks for having me again, once again, Indiethon. I hope you enjoyed this little Metroidvania block here with Haiku and Lone Fungus. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of Indiethon.
And if people want to check out more of your content, where can they find you?
My Twitch channel would be twitch.tv/xoneris, but the last time I streamed was like last year, so feel free to give me a follow, but don't expect me to be live anytime soon. Other than that, I guess I'm having this tiny side project where it's called Metroidvania.gg. I guess that's more of a worthy shout out. I'm a big fan of Metroidvanias, so if you are also a big fan of Metroidvanias, just go to www.metroidvania.gg. That's my website, so yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for that fantastic run, xoneris. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And also a big shout out to Life, who donated $10 with the comment, "I felt like donating."
Aww.
And if any of the rest of you feel like donating, ! Donate, hit the link that just popped up in chat. We're raising money for a fantastic cause, and every single little donation, however big, however small, could be the difference in preventing someone from prematurely ending their own life. So big thank you to everyone who's donated so far and everyone who may yet still donate. For now, we have some more fantastic games lined up for you, so don't go anywhere. We'll just go on a quick intermission and we'll be back with some fantastic games in just a short while. See you all soon.
Bye.